Good day. How are y'all doing? Let's get to tonight's chart. We have a watch list, guys. Make sure to check out the watch list and use it this week. Let's go to the weekly chart together and take a look. Our weekly candle. If it closes like this, if it closes green and strong, meaning today, for example, before Monday starts. If we close around 92 or so, next week we can follow our position with the hope of an upward move, and if we close like this, the game is two-sided. Let's actually separate some coins for ourselves. Let's have some coins set aside so we can take both long positions. If we use leverage, we can also take short positions, meaning our exit strategy would be like this. We have a range here, a 10% range, where it can fluctuate. In this 10% play, from the bottom here to the top. Here, the size of our box can move up or down, meaning the game goes both ways. In this environment, for the coming week, and based on the movement we have here, based on Bitcoin dominance, if it goes up, or if Bitcoin dominance goes down. In that case, with our altcoins, we can get good short positions, or vice versa, if Bitcoin goes down. If Bitcoin dominance goes up, it means that Bitcoin's overall market capitalization, its total value, is becoming a much heavier and more prominent component within the entire crypto ecosystem, especially during periods of market instability or a general downturn. This indicates that investors are consolidating their assets into Bitcoin as a perceived safe haven during a broader market drop, signifying a shift in market sentiment. I'm telling you this so you're aware, even if you don't want to check our own watch list, you should make your own watch list, meaning during the week, you might think, oh man, that one already passed. Oh man, I missed out on this one too, or that one already took off. You're likely to say these things a lot. Let's go. First, we'll come down and I'll talk to you about positions and also teach you how it could have been done again. That's where the position was opened. If you opened a position with your bonus, make sure to secure your profits. No doubt about it. Definitely secure your profits. If you opened a short position, I'll also tell you where else in the pyramid you could have opened a position. For those of us who didn't have a bonus, we said we'd wait for a breakout, right? Wait for a move so we can all be aligned together. There's still 24 days left in the month. Well, let's say our weekly goodbye. If this closes green, there's a chance we break out of this box to the upside. We might even see a test around the 104 area. Between 100 and 104, there's a high probability of this test happening. Now let's see how our weekly candle closes. What if it closes red and goes down? Do we already have this scenario in mind? We have a hammer box here. Down here at the 727 floor, entering, there isn't really a bad idea. The ceiling is 6.4, the floor is 7.6. Entering this box isn't really a bad move. It might just take a bit longer time-wise, and we might see some ranging here. It could get a bit frustrating. But for the health of the market, entering it isn't a bad thing. We have a whole buy under here. If it gets triggered here, the sellers will finally unload their positions. I just want to say, if the price comes into this area, don't get unnecessarily stressed. First, when we open a short position, if the price is going to come into this area, and here, if we set up an accumulation zone, it's for those who only like to buy in spot and don't want to trade futures. For those who only want to work with spot and don't like futures, this box is for you. It will make things much clearer for you. For example, if one day we come into this box and the price breaks out at this part of the box, here we can go in. You can make your first spot purchase here, but I don't recommend accumulating heavily. For example, here you can buy a bit more again, whether it's Ethereum or Solana. Now, based on their charts, we can compare them with each other. So far, what we've discussed is about the daily movement, and the move we're seeing right now is a correction of this trend. At the moment, it's still a correction of this trend. It's not even a strong correction. We haven't moved much in terms of price, not even reaching 5%. That's that. Let's move on. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. Right now on the 4-hour, we have a small box here. A breakout on either side means a position. A breakout on either side means a position. Here, the hedge is low in the red candle, but the volume is high. Here, the hedge hasn't decreased. Is that a problem? No, it's not. We're just drawing the box. It's clear. If the hedge decreases, we've reached it too. Saturday, Sunday, again, it's fine. Our trading volume is decreased. So we can't really say the box shows a weak trend. We can't compare this trend with the previous ones. This is a new area in this 4-hour chart. The structure is new. This is a new area. You need to see if you can catch the next wave. Can you compare this with the previous wave or compare the next bullish wave with the previous one? Can you do that? You can't, right? Should we compare this with the previous wave or compare this bullish move with the previous one? We can even tell from the volume coming into this area how much more it is compared to here. New people have come in, so the structure's different. On the 1 hour chart, this line is actually for the 15-minute time frame. The break at 9:17 gave you a trigger for a long, and the break at 8:28 and 9:56 also became triggers. It's better to keep each of your stops small. For example, are you playing long here? Keep your stop close to the box, pretty much within this 1/3. So divide this into 3 parts and try to do that. If logically the market gives you a stop at 1/3, then you should also set your stop at 1/3. Above 1/3 stop, try to do this so you can move your risk to reward to break even sooner. Don't get upset. And if you have a bonus, I'm talking to those of you who have a bonus, no matter who you are. I'm saying this for both cases. If you come here, open your long position. If you go down, open your short position. Don't hesitate at all. Don't overthink it. Don't worry about taking a loss. And for the position you've opened here, man, now's the time to secure your profit. Its risk to reward isn't bad. At least, for example, it's a 3-to-1 risk to reward. Go ahead and do it. The bonus is usable. It's not a one-time use thing. This isn't the place to hang around for launch. Let's wait for a more reliable level. It'll probably close up here. For example, if we come up sharply to this 91 to 810 level, or if it closes here and we come up to this 866 to 867, there's a lot of risk. That's why here, I think we need to reset, take the hit. Why? Is it worth sticking around in these two tough spots? We should reset and check our stop loss. Because let me tell you, waiting here is risky. There's a chance you won't get anything, meaning you might not get any entry point at all. The most important resistance we have ahead is 94038, and breaking through that is a big deal. We're trying to hold a position before breaking 3.9, 4.0, 3.08. We're really trying to keep a position open before that level breaks. For long positions, and for shorts too, before breaking 8 and 200, we try a little bit here. The supports down here are also clear, but for example, this number isn't very precise, and that one isn't very precise either. For shorts, I go along with the market. I'll identify our new support level, which is more precise, and our resistance level is already clear. Let's get to this point. How could you have opened a position here? We already talked about it. First, for those who are aggressive, I told them, let's go in. Just put your stop loss below the candle. Set your stop loss for the position. Open the position, or you can just open it easily. If you don't have a bonus, wait for it to drop, let it make a correction, it'll create a level for you, and when it breaks that level, you can enter. Let's say we open it with this candle. Now, there are two scenarios. Either you put your stop here at 33 cents, which is close to the previous low, or even close to the next low. So up to this point, you took profit and also moved your stop to break even. Then with this candle, your position got closed out, so you didn't get a trigger to enter here. This move doesn't give you an entry trigger, and after that, none of them give you an entry trigger either. These were higher lows. In a way, after that, we just started again. They made a box, it was on Saturday, the volatility was low, or you opened a position here and set your stop at this level. Here it's close, about 0.5%, or maybe a full percent. Up to here, there was just one trade. 3 to 4, give it 10. Meaning the size of the stop didn't really make much difference to your profit, depending on whether you took profit or not. This was the space that could be traded. Let's do it. If you want to know more about how it works, go check out the Hershey Strategy playlist. There are only 6 videos you need to watch. You'll see that I touch at volume, I touch at the candles, I touch at the structures, and I explain these two oscillators to you in full detail. I taught you how to identify trends, how to spot changes in trends, all in 6 or 7 videos. I've tried to teach you everything I could in a summarized way. Then, if you want to know more about any of these topics, you just go and watch the full video on that topic. For example, if you want to know more about volume, you go and watch the entire video on volume. That's your choice, but watch those so that you can actually do something with your time, so you can open some positions and not just waste your time. Don't get frustrated like, I opened a position and it didn't work out. Pay attention, because if you had opened a position here and set your stop loss, here from 8 to here, again, this one got an R bar of 4, that one got an R bar of 3, there really wasn't much difference. The interesting thing about this wave is that with this setup, considering the size of the stop it gave us, if we entered, we would have gotten a 1-to-1 risk reward. Now, it all depended on how much risk was different. For example, maybe someone here risked 0.5%, while someone else here risked 7,500. Because here, there's more confirmation compared to over there. There was a drop, then a desperate attempt by buyers, then again the sellers took control and pushed the price down with a candle that had much better volume compared to the previous ones and an increase. On the other hand, our oversold level was here, and with this oversold, it went even further. So, did you have the right conditions here to be able to take a bit more risk to open your position? The interesting thing was, it didn't matter what happened. You would be in this move, in this wave, and the risk reward you got was the same. Now it's broken here, that's the position. Now let's wait and see if the price gives us a reaction here, maybe gives us a smaller stop, or if not, then, well, set a bigger stop for ourselves. There's nothing else we can do about it. Total is in the same situation in this manner. There's no difference with Bitcoin. Absolutely no difference with Bitcoin. Absolutely no difference with Bitcoin. Will this box work out? If I bring it here now, I don't even need to put its lines for you. This bottom is obvious to the eye on the 1 hour chart that if it breaks here, we're out. For the continuation of the drop, if it breaks here too, the position is risky, or don't think the position's very safe, there's a chance of a jump. The first resistance we're waiting to break is 3.15, so we can see what 3.25 does to us, and then 3.55. Also, 7 alert, even if you're not in the market, if you're traveling or anywhere else, when this level breaks, come back to the market when it gets close to here. For example, set it at 3.46, so you have time to decide about 3.55. If we open any long position and the price reaches here, this is our decision-making limit. Here, we will probably make a lot of profit, close the position, and reopen the position from the beginning. Most likely. Total 3,819 breaks. Our situation's very good for long. If the bottom here breaks again at 1.22, then for short positions, it will be 1.29. Ethereum has a big impact on this total too. For example, if Ethereum didn't have these behaviors, total too. Right now, its important resistance was this 1.29, not 1.32. Actually, Ethereum's own resistance is at 1.29, and that's the case for total 2 as well. But the important resistance, the other altcoins, which are lagging behind, aren't at 1.29 on total 2. With total 3, look at the rest of the altcoins. What has dominance been doing during these ups and downs? Come on, open it up. I want to get my setup ready sooner and hit the assist for the guys faster. Yeah, it's a number and it's for show. It's useless. It doesn't work for me. Dominance wasn't doing anything. What does that mean? Whether it's going up or down, you have to go check the BTC pairs of the coins. For example, last time we checked ADBT, we looked at ADBT. If it comes and settles at this level, it can be a good entry in a suitable position. It didn't sell. Now again, we have to do the same thing. Let me show you this. I want to show you the IDUSDT. Just a minute, let me show you this one here as well. So what about right now? For example, what about opening a long position right now? Okay, let's say we set a ceiling here for the 15-minute chart. It's a 15-minute chart and it has 4 touches, it has 3 touches. If it breaks here, it could give a long position. What about BTC ID? That view doesn't make any sense at all. The first time frame where it actually makes sense is the 4-hour chart. So for now, we can't get confirmation down here. So are you just playing around here? You're opening a position a bit by chance. For ADA to be able to move better than Bitcoin, it needs to do this. If I'm sitting down to do this for my watch list today, should you be doing the same? If you want to open a position in altcoins, don't just pick names at random from here and there. Go and check them out, do a bit of research, look at a few more charts, check a few more charts, okay? Good thing I remembered, because the weekly plan is ready. Amir Hossein, can you fix this weekly plan? Bye. Let's move on to ETH/BTC. The Bitcoin dominance chart, I mean, it had nothing, guys. There's nothing there. Just sit and look at the markets separately. ETH BTC, 4-hour chart. A breakout above this level is still really good for a long position if it breaks here. Okay, in the next few candles, it moves ahead of Bitcoin. For example, a short position might be better for the next 3 or 4 candles. I'm only considering Bitcoin up to this 4-hour time frame. I'll let you know, but only if it breaks here, okay? For now, I'm just playing a range. So for now, whatever Bitcoin does, Ethereum does the same thing. But again, just like before. Like I told you in previous days, here too, I'm saying it might move a few candles ahead. Or the profit could be higher. It could be 16%. Whereas in Bitcoin, for example, the profit is 8%. Why? Because at that moment, it's making a bullish candle against BTC. It's showing a profit candle. It's the same here. Even when it drops, it's the same. Now, if it breaks upward long at 30.56, the long position is good here, but these two levels make the decision tough for us. And take the risk. Open it with 3,000. The thing is, if it wants to bounce back from 2,000 and a half, you need a stop, either a stop loss or you want it risk-free. A tight stop loss won't work here. Up to this point, for you, your short position reversed, hit your stop here, and was starting to turn bullish. You need to have that ability. With a breakout here, you should open your long position. Now, just because you got stopped out here doesn't mean you shouldn't go for the profit here, okay? That was the view for USDT. But do you know what kind of situation you're in? Okay. It could have a bullish leg up to just about here. 6.379. Up to this point, it could give us a good short position. And on the other hand, if it breaks down, it's anyone's game. What does that mean? Whether someone just likes to open long positions or someone likes to open short positions, someone like you and me. We just wait for confirmation of the trend. This same confirmation will give you your short, and this same confirmation will give you your long. We just need to wait a bit to see which way it wants to break, then open the position. Even today, we can open the position. I mean, just because it's Sunday and not a typical trading day, it doesn't mean we shouldn't open the position. We're at an important level. Thank you so much for sticking with today's video up to this point. Don't forget to like and comment, turn on notifications, and let's go. I'll break down everything for you so at least you know the names in the short videos I post so you can watch them and get the analysis. Have a great day in your city.